Hello, everyone. This is Ed Brenegar, and this is the Eddy Network Podcast here on my channel at YouTube. The podcast is in three parts. One is a global conversation with people from around the world about who they are, what they do, and in particular, what's happening in their local community or maybe nation. There's also a Eddy Network local podcast where I am interviewing people from a specific community hosted by a local radio station. And then later this year, we will debut the Eddy Network Africa podcast as I release my new book for Africa, Circle of Impact Africa, which is a revision of this book, Circle of Impact, that came out 5 years ago. I'm excited about the revision of the book because it will be really well suited to Africa, as it has African line drawings and is filled with African proverbs that I think are appropriate to the message. I've changed many of the stories. The content is basically the same, but many of the stories are new and different and rooted in the African culture. So I'm very excited. It's been a collaborative effort with a number of Africans, and I'm really pleased with how it has turned out. So we'll have that out within, I hope, a couple of months, and then we'll begin to do some podcasts to feature the book, but also really to feature the leadership that I see coming out of Africa. All of this can be found on my Substack page, which is edbrenegar.substack.com, which goes under the title of The Future of Leadership with Ed Brenegar. And there I have been writing for a year, a little over a year, long form essays where I am really trying to understand where the future is, what is happening now that can point us into the future. And I believe I'm seeing things, particularly over the last several months, that I think are really helpful. So what that will lead to is another new book that I hope to have finished by midsummer. And it's under the tentative title of Synthesis, The Future of Leadership. And it will be a follow-up to Circle of Impact, Personal Initiative to Ignite Change. So there are many of the things that are in here will be talked about and taken to a new level because of what I've seen over the last 5 years. And if you think about where we were in 2018 and where we are in 2023, the world has changed dramatically during this time. And while this book is still relevant to where we are, there's other things that are not in here that I want to talk about. And I think that next book, Synthesis, will be a real good tandem book for this. You read the two, and you'll be really set to understand how you can function in your own life and in your own work and in your own local community in the future. So this is what we're doing here. And I'm happy that you are watching and you're reading. And I look forward to having communication and interaction with you as I go through this period. So thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.